The key to realizing a dream is to focus not on success, but significance, and then even the small steps and little victories along your path will take on greater meaning. First awarded in 1996, the University of Scranton Small Business Development Center's annual Award for Woman Entrepreneur, or AWE, celebrates the great achievements of women entrepreneurs in a 17-county area in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Each year, one inspiring woman entrepreneur receives the award with an additional 3 women honored as Women of Merit. The SBDC opens nominations up to the public and women entrepreneurs to participate in a highly competitive process. AWE nominees are judged on 4 categories: product and/or service, overcoming obstacles and challenges, community involvement and personal accomplishments, and business growth. Throughout the years, AWE has been awarded to a variety of inspiring women, including a clown, a metal products manufacturer, a cleaning woman, an editor, a realtor, a clothing store owner, and even a grandmother who rides a Harley. They've blazed trails, refused to quit when things get tough, they network, they share, and they have thick skin. These are women entrepreneurs. This is their message to you.
Oh, when we won that award, the Entrepreneurs Award, every day I think about this, because what I did was I raised the paper. I had a paper in my hand, and I remember raising that and saying, they said it could never happen. I remember that every day.
It meant a great deal to me. I think it gave recognition to something that I was doing. Yes, people always tell you, oh, you're doing such a good job, you're doing such a good job. But to actually be recognized by others and by your peers, and especially by other business people, that really said, and especially at that time in my life, that was, a mid-stage in my business, and it was like, wow, finally recognition for all that we've been doing. And it was just, I guess, very rewarding is what I would say. And for me, it was even more rewarding because I went on to be one of Pennsylvania's best 50 women in business. So, and that was recognition on a state level. So that was even more inspiring. And it was my stepping stone, the All Award. And so I was always very grateful for that.
Oh, that was an awesome day. It felt like, in one way, being back in high school on awards day, when you think all along the way, when you made the decisions not to party when everybody else was, and you worked hard on things, on awards day when there's only a handful of people on the dais and you're one of them, you're kind of going, oh, that was really great, because now all these people in this auditorium knew how hard I worked. That was like out of the blue. I said, this is amazing. I love this, because it was really at such a wonderful time in my life too, that it just seemed like everything came together.
Every day it's funny, okay? There's always something. I go home with some story, one or another. You really want to hear about the chickens in the house, and that the seller said the chickens do not go with the house, and he was very serious about it. And it was a 98-degree weather, and chickens were in the house.
What makes me smile? It has to be the unique cast of characters that I've managed to assemble over the last 11 years. They call it my adult daycare. It started with 12 guys and their coffee cups. They're all retired motorcycle guys, retired professionals riding motorcycles. They brought their own cups in the restaurant. We started with 12. We now have over 257. These guys all have unique personalities, and from day to day you never know what they're going to come off with, so you can never quite tell what the rate of the conversation is going to be at the counter. Well, there's a memory that I've shared at the classes here at the SBDC of a sweet gentleman named Clyde. He started coming into the restaurant shortly after his wife passed away. Family was sure that within months that Clyde would go with him. He got caught up in the day-to-day goings-on and the unique group that we have. And Clyde turned out to be one of our regulars, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for several years. The day of Clyde's funeral, when his son Gary, I walked up to Gary and Gary gave me a hug and he said, "Joni, I just want to thank you for giving me 4 more years with my dad."
Probably the most memorable thing that happened to me during my time in business was when my business was flooded in 2006. The most memorable thing about that, besides having a big wreck to take care of, was the outpouring of help and compassion and positive energy from the community. They really wanted my business to come back. They very much encouraged me to restart my business because I was kind of on the edge. Do I want to put the work back into putting it back together, or do I just want to call it quits? So I think because of the influence and all the positive things that the community did for me by helping me clean the store and helping me muck the mud and whatever else had to be done, that was very memorable to me.
As being a woman business owner, I think the most frustrating thing is nobody takes you seriously. In this day and age, they look for the man behind the woman that answers the phone or the woman that answers the door. They don't expect me to be the one climbing under the equipment, fixing the equipment, repairing the plumbing, and then going to the bank and trying to get the financing to do what I do, especially since the divorce. They're looking for my backup, and there isn't one.
Oh, was it ever a men's world in real estate? They said it would never last, okay, and just give a woman a challenge times 3. That did it.
Business owner, frustrating. I think just the everyday, we worked 7 days a week. We did everything that needed to be done with the business. We were able to get by without a lot of business loans because we were really very frugal with what we did. And I think that was really important. Doing the ads, doing all the work every day, and showing houses and managing agents and doing everything that needed to be done. I don't know if it'd be frustrating. I think it's just doing business. You get up in the morning and you do it.
My most difficult, one of the most difficult times was, it was a foreclosure that I had to go to the house with the sheriff and actually evict the owners of the house. And the woman was there. She actually came home, and she did not know, she seriously did not know that the house was being taken from her that day. And she fainted in my arms, and I had to wear a couple of different hats there that day, meaning that to help her out in one way, but yet do my job in another. And as I said, 5 years later, she decided to purchase another home, and she did call me because I helped her that day, and her husband was with her and did say, he got in the back seat of my car and said, "Let me know when I'm supposed to like something." So she was totally in charge because she did not know the house was being foreclosed on.